What's up, y'all? Count Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon GO vlog video. And today I'm at downtown Chicago. Reason for that is because it's been a while since I've been out here in the city, and I really wanted to get a lot of raids done today. Oh, it's loud. Forget how loud it gets in the city. The reason why I want to do a whole bunch of raids today is two things. First, it's Hisuian Lilligant Raid Day, and this is actually a Pokemon that I'm interested in getting. But also, I'm about to complete my hyper training for my Shiny Crowned Sword Zacian. I'm on the last task, which is complete 40 raids. I've already completed a few raids throughout the week, but my aim today is to just get it done, which means I need to do about 30 raids today. So yeah, I'm excited to be out in the city. I think the raids are going to be popping. Raid hour, or raid day rather, just started. So yeah, let's go out and do some raids. So the nice thing about being in downtown Chicago is for the simple fact that any raid that you jump into, oh, here comes the train. Any raid that you jump into, it's going to be really easy to have a full raid lobby. Whether it be because of spoofers or because of people who are just nearby, there's just always a lot of people out raiding within downtown Chicago. I'm pretty sure it's similar for other cities, but it's kind of arbitrary because, well, Hisuian Lilligant is not going to be that difficult. I have seen a lot of people report that you really just need like one really powerful flying type. I of course have Mega Rayquaza, so I'm going to be using that today, and hopefully we'll be able to take a bunch of them down. Now, I'm actually not near any gyms. There is one right back there, but I'm going to walk over towards Michigan Avenue, which is, as you can see down there, where all the gyms are at. I think that's probably the best strategy for today. Again, I need to complete about 30 raids. You can see right here, there is my Crown Shield Zacian. And then with the hyper training, yeah, down to my last task. I need to complete 27 raids today. Should be no problem. It's a really nice day today. The sun is out, kind of. It rained quite heavily in Chicago for the past 2 days, I will say. Like thunderstorming, tornado watches, different things like that. It was pretty wild. But today it looks like it's starting to clear up. So yeah, figured I'd go out to the city. It was a good day. And I'm right next to the train. See the train up there. So we are at the Aeon Center, which is one of the old places that I used to go to for raids. As I was walking over here, I counted a lot of different gyms. So I do think today is going to be pretty easy, especially with these Lilligant raids. So let's jump into this one. There's actually not a lot of people out in the city today, surprisingly, compared to usual. There's still a lot of people out here, but usually it's pretty packed, especially for the summer. Today it seems a little bit more relaxed. Yeah, we're just gonna start this. I can pretty much solo these, I'm pretty sure. All right, so this is the first Hisuian Lilligant raid for this raid day. And as you can see, it's going down really fast. Actually, me and the other Mega Rayquaza back there are kind of synced up. Look at that, look at that. Do you guys see that? That's actually pretty funny. Huh. All right, easy. I actually forgot what the perfect IV CP is. I guess we'll find out. Oh, shoot, I forgot something. I forgot to add Zacian to this raid party. Oh no, so it's not gonna count. But it's a shiny. Wow, shiny right off the bat. Okay. Okay. But I forgot to do the, I forgot to add Zacian to the raid party. Oh, that's annoying. So that's a Pokedex entry and the Shiny Dex entry. And it's not anywhere close to a hundo. But it looks really cool, look at that. Now I guess I have to complete 28 raids. Boy. Oh well. Should be no problem by the end of the day. You saw how fast it went down with just one other person. So yeah, if we get even more than one person, like in this case we got 3 people in this raid lobby, should go down really quick. You know, Chicago is kind of like my you know, forever home, my home base. Even if I were to move to another city, I just feel like I'd always miss Chicago. Greatest city in the world, in my opinion. I know a lot of people disagree, but I've been to places like New York, I've been to places like LA, I've been to places like Rome. I don't think any of them compare to Chicago. All right, so this one went down really quick. And not as good as that first one. So I want to say maybe around 1420 is going to be closer to the hundo. Not a shiny though, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure we got credit towards hyper trading. I hope so. I really think it's annoying when during a raid day or during Pokemon Go Fest or Go Tour, like if the raid, catch rate is not increased, it's incredibly annoying. Niantic, if you're watching this, just for raid days specifically, maybe you could have it as part of the ticket purchase, but just increase the catch rate so we don't have to sit here and just try to catch Pokemon. I feel like it takes away so much from the raid day itself. Come on, hit ready. So it was you who did not hit the ready button last time. Keys Fargoski. Oh, it's the same 3 people. Okay. So I don't know who is here. Oh, I see one of them. Now we're gonna move over to Millennium Park, see what's happening over there. This one should go down extremely quickly. Mega Rayquaza hits like a truck. No, not a good one. So at least 1400 for it to be somewhat decent. And then I think closer to a hundo would be about 1420 or 1430. So those are the magic numbers. I could look it up right now, but oh, second shiny though. Sweet. So it feels way too crowded over here by Millennium Park, but actually just walking over here towards the bean, I actually completed all the raids that are in this area just because they're all really close to the sidewalks. Yeah, I think I'm instead just gonna go towards the downtown area, the loop area, because I did see there's a lot more gyms over there. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over there. So I did look up that the 100% IV is actually going to be 1435. So if I can land on a shiny with those IVs, that would be pretty slick. So it is a little cloudy. The sun is slightly peeking out. Really thought there would be a lot more sunshine, but it's okay. I actually kind of like this. Feels very cool. These Lilligant raids are going down really quick. It's only been about 30 minutes and I'm already about halfway done with this hyper training. There we go. And that was the first time I soloed it actually. So there you go. Easily soloable. 1393. Not even close to a hundo. I think I did about 10 raids so far. Only 2 shinies. So whatever those 2 early shinies were, that's as good as it's gotten so far. If I get a Shundo Hisuian Lilligant, it's a pleasant surprise. But it's not overly necessary. No matter what, I'm gonna complete the hyper training and that'll be my Shundo for the day. Okay, so I've made it here to the Daily Plaza. This is actually the place where a lot of protests happen here in Chicago. These gyms in the city, within the loop area, they're a lot further from each other than I thought they were. I thought it would be a case where if I started a raid at one spot, I could walk over to the next spot, and then by the time the raid is done, I would just be at that next gym. But it doesn't seem like it is that case. Right now I'm at about halfway done with this hyper training, so I just need to do 20 more raids. It's currently 3 o'clock. All of the raids just reset. Should not be a problem. It should not be a problem. Really hope I can get it done before 5. And if I don't, of course there is still Galeo raids, but considering the amount of raids I've done so far within about 45 minutes, yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Is it weather boosted? I think it is. Now I gotta look up what a perfect is for weather boosted one. That's kind of annoying. I originally found out it was 1435 if it's not weather boosted, but now that it is weather boosted, okay. I gotta look up what that is. So 1794. That's what the new magic number is going to be, at least for this next hour. Hopefully that's something we will come across, or at least something really close. The problem is walking to each of these gyms. Man, I didn't realize how far apart these gyms are in the city of Chicago. They're kind of clustered together as well. Like you'll have to walk like 3 blocks for like 2 gyms that are right next to each other. And then from there you gotta walk another 2 blocks for another 2 gyms. I mean, in a way that's pretty nice, but it just feels like it'd be nice if I could just kind of hit gyms along the way, you know? 1771, not bad. So far, this is my highest weather boosted one. Literally the worst part about raid days, it's sitting here catching Pokemon needlessly. Come on, Niantic. Give us at least like the light yellow circle. Like this is ridiculous. It's so, I don't know, I hate this part of raid days. I think the one raid day that was like, it was peak. It was that one raid day we had, I think like 2 years ago, where it was all Ultra Beasts and we had Ultra Balls for every single one. That, in my opinion, is how you do raid days. You have not just one, but a bunch of Pokemon that are incredibly useful. And then you have every single one be a guaranteed catch. That is the way you do raid days. I think that was one of the days where I did not only the most raids ever, but a lot of people came out. A lot of people came out. It really felt like a community experience. I felt like there used to be more gyms. Maybe it's just been a while, or maybe I'm just in the wrong area. But I always felt like there was more gyms for me to hit. Well, regardless, we'll take this one down. And what did I say? 1794. 1794, that's the thing we're looking for. 24 raids done. 16 more. 1756. Nope. Not even gonna be close, but at least are you a shiny? It'd be nice if you are. Nope. Not a shiny, not high IVs, of course. So let me show you all something real quick. This is LaSalle Street. And you can see right here, this is the big financial building. And I don't know if you've ever seen The Dark Knight, but this is actually where they filmed a lot of the big scenes. Like where the truck was flipping over and I don't know. But yeah, this is one of the most iconic parts of Chicago. Fun little thing. Okay, so we are only about, I want to say 6 raids left until we complete the hyper training. The other funny thing that I saw is that in the game, it's showing that it's cloudy and raining, but the sun is completely out. All the clouds seemingly have disappeared, and it went from very cloudy to now just sunny and clear, but the game is not reflecting that. It's a very common thing to happen with the in-game weather, that it's always about an hour behind. Even when I come to the city nowadays, it's usually in like the River North area over by Navy Pier. I don't ever come out to the Loop, but today that's where I'm at. So places like the Sears Tower and Millennium Park, I haven't seen those places in a while, so it was nice. All right, so we are really close to finishing the hyper training for my Zacian. This is going to be raid second to last, I think. Oh boy, what's going on? Is it frozen? Oh no. Did it bug out? Ah well. I'm like literally on top of 2 gyms right now, and it should have just switched over to the new raids, which is why this one's probably bugging out. Okay, there we go, we're back. So once I complete these 2 raids right here, then hyper training will be complete. It looks like the weather has changed. I don't know if these are going to be boosted again. If they're boosted, high chance they're not. If they're boosted, it would be 1794. If it's not weather boosted, 1435. And if it's shiny, there you go, that's a Shundo. 1392, so it's not weather boosted anymore. 39 out of 40 raids done. Oh boy, one more to go. Not a shiny, that's okay. I forgot how taxing walking and raiding can be, especially on a day that's pretty warm like today. The shades of the buildings have been keeping me cool, It's been kind of windy as well. So overall, it hasn't been miserable like it was in, like, for example, Pokemon Go Fest in Jersey City. That was extremely warm and oh my gosh, it was such a struggle. All right, hit ready, everyone. There we go. Nice. What would we call it for bottle-capped Pokemon? I guess we could call it Shtrundos? Shatrundos? For trained Pokemon? Shobundos? I don't know. Maybe you could say in the comments what everyone's calling them. 40 raids done. Just like that. It took me about a week. I feel like I could have gotten it done a lot sooner. But I skipped out on raid day this week. Not raid day. You know what I'm talking about. Raid hour. And where is it? Where is it? Look at that. Hyper training completed. You made it. You and 98% Crown Flower have completed hyper training. Look at that. 100%. Incredible. Your Pokemon is giving 100% in battle. There it is. And we got to change the name, of course, because this is now officially a Shundo. And there we go. Took me 2 weeks with my first ever, let's see it, my first ever hyper trained Shundo. Look at that. Pretty sweet. So the one thing I wanted to try for this last raid is actually this right here. Behemoth Blade. This is supposed to give you a bonus attack damage in raid battles and max battles. Let's actually try it out. I really like hyper training. I feel like there should be more. There should be more. Now that I'm completed this hyper training, I feel kind of empty. I feel like there's nothing really to work for anymore. These last couple of weeks have been really engaging. You know, whether it be like walking all the kilometers or doing a whole bunch of raids and battles, like whatever it was, it just felt really fun. It felt really engaging. So I really do think golden bottle caps have been a really good thing for Pokemon Go. And at this point, I just hope we end up getting more. I don't really see a difference. I don't know. I don't really feel a difference. I feel like I want my candy and Stardust back. I wasn't expecting much, obviously. I'm sure, like, if you want to solo a legendary raid that is possibly soloable, the adventure effect would definitely be one of the things you would need. But I'm just not feeling it with this one. It kind of feels like the same amount of damage. But in any case, yeah. What a fun day. What a fun day. Love Chicago. I think downtown Chicago is so nice. It's so nice. If you live in the Chicagoland area, always make it out to downtown Chicago for some fun. $13.95. Unfortunately, our last one is not going to be a Shundo. But it could be a shiny. What a way to close it out. Nope. We started off with the Shundo, or shiny. Yeah, imagine if we started off with the Shundo. We start off with the shiny, we end on a non-shiny. Unless I get lucky later on. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. I'll do a couple more raids. If I end up getting the Shundo, maybe you'll see it right after this. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Had a lot of fun. And yeah, hope you did too. So yeah, I'm Jinsula. Hope you enjoyed it. Be safe, have fun, love yourself. I'll catch you all later.
진술라와 함께해